Hi my loves, welcome to your cosmic weather report for the week ahead. Now I know many of us had a really tough time with that Virgo full moon, a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of anxiety, a lot of emotion, a lot of overwhelm. But as always, it was there for a beautiful, perfect reason, which is going to become clear as we move into this next week. So everything that Virgo full moon was showing us is going to be the motivation, the fuel for what we use for this next week, because this next week we've got an absolutely brilliant, wonderful, beautiful week ahead of us. It's going to begin on Tuesday when we get Mars square Jupiter. Now, what this is going to bring is a feeling of friction, perhaps again, emotion, anxiety that's going to motivate you now to make the changes. So that Virgo full moon showed you the bigger picture, what you want, what you're planning for, and it also showed you what you allowed to get in the way. So as Mars squares Jupiter, you're going to feel this motivation now to no longer let those things get in the way, to begin to move towards the bigger picture, to begin to move towards what it is that you want. There's going to be a newfound sense of confidence in yourself, this little voice that says, but I can do it, I can do it, I can overcome this, I can get beyond this, I can go towards this. So there might be that little bit of friction, but it's going to be the motivation that you need to make the change. So remember everything that came up for you under that Virgo full moon. This is where you're now going to feel inspired to make the changes you know you need to make to get to where you want to go. Because then on Wednesday, we've got an absolutely magical day on Wednesday. We've got a triple conjunction of Mercury, Saturn and the Sun, which means that we've got a Mercury and Saturn cazimi. The word cazimi means into the heart of the sun. So Mercury and Saturn together are going to move into the heart of the sun. Now this symbolises a whole new beginning, a point of renewal. It's an initiation of a new cycle. It's a really beautiful day now to begin something new and a new commitment. So taking again what we've learned from the full moon, what that Mars square Jupiter showed us, Wednesday's the day then that we make the commitment to what we want. We make the commitment to who we want to be. It's not enough to just say, oh, I want this. We make that commitment. And as we make that commitment on this day, we're going to be asked to create new boundaries then around what we want, saying no to what no longer serves us, saying no to what we've noticed gets in the way, saying no more to those things that do keep us small, and instead creating boundaries around what it is that we want. And Saturn meeting the Sun is going to give us this really deep foundation of self. So it's about really anchoring into this is who I am and really standing firm and true in the essence of who you are. Now, what makes this day even more magical is that this is a 999 conjunction, which means that all of these planets get together at 9 degrees of Pisces. This is just so beautiful. First of all, in Pisces anyway, and with this triple conjunction in Pisces, we've been asked to give our dreams foundations. So again, no longer just dream something and visualize it and go, oh, wouldn't that be nice if that happened? This conjunction is about, well, put the foundations in now. How are we going to make that happen? What are we going to do? What do you need to be clear and believing and firming in yourself to know you can hold what it is that you want when it arrives? What are the foundations that we're going to put in place to make it happen, to make these dreams a reality? And then 999 is a beautiful angel number that symbolises a completion and a new beginning. So on this day, on Wednesday, on this triple conjunction, on this Mercury and Saturn cazimi, something is ending, something is closing, something is completing so that something new can begin. This is an initiation point of a new beginning. This is where you draw a line under something. This is where you put a full stop somewhere in your life. And this is where you move into something new. Now, just a little side note, it's also a soulmate number. So any of you looking for love, looking to bring love into your life, pay some attention on this day as to what it is that you really want to call in. And then make sure those foundations are there within you for that. Am I giving myself what it is that I want from somebody else? Am I treating myself in the way that I would like my soulmate love to treat me? Am I really ready and prepared for this love to come in? Or is there anything that kind of needs a little bit of healing, a little bit of resolving, a little bit of clearing within me. So this is just a beautiful, magical day. Now on Thursday, obviously we get the 29th of February, it's a leap year. And leap years were created to keep our calendar year in alignment with the solar year. It takes the Earth a little bit longer to move around the sun than our traditional calendar year. And so we add these leap years in to keep the solstices and the equinoxes in alignment. But because they only happen every 4 years, they do carry a little bit of a special energy, a bit like a blue moon energy of like, we get this extra day, this extra opportunity, this extra chance to do something. And so while we're in the energies of this week, what is it that you want to do with this special day, this day that we don't normally get? How can you mark this day? And on this day, we get Mercury sextiling Jupiter, which is going to give us the ability to really be able to see the bigger picture, to really be able to see the big vision and the big dream. And it's also going to really help us to make magic with our words. So it might be on this day that you speak out loud to the universe what it is you want, what it is you desire, what it is you're bringing into your life. It's going to be, there's just so much magic to this week. It's the only word I feel like I can give you, but it's just going to be this really, really beautiful day to say, what would I do if I got an extra day? If like you were given an extra day at the end of your life to do something, what would it be that you would do? And then see this as that extra day, an extra opportunity, an extra chance, another chance at a new beginning. We've got all that new beginning energy with the cazimi and the triple conjunction. How are we going to make the most of this new beginning by really doing something perhaps a little bit out of the ordinary? Now the week then continues on Friday, where we get the sun then sextile Jupiter, and we get Venus sextile Chiron and the North Node. Now just a little note on that, bear in mind Chiron and the North Node are still conjunct. They're going to be conjunct until April. I did do a post about it a few days ago, if you want to go and look back on that, just so I don't kind of waste our time here talking about it again. But this is really helping us to prepare for the huge Aries new moon total solar eclipse that we're going to get in April. So Chiron and the North Node are going to travel together until April, and they're really helping us to prepare ourselves to step into something brand new. So this is a very, very, very big energy. As we get the sun sextile Jupiter, it's a day of luck. It's a day of opportunity. It's a day of optimism. It's a day of hope. It's a day of really expanding into more of yourself, expanding into more self-belief, self-love, self-trust, allowing more of you to just come through, allowing more of yourself to shine, allowing more of yourself to believe that you can have what you want. It's just such a beautiful day for expanding outwards. And on this same day, as Venus sextiles Chiron and the North Node, we're going to have this beautiful opportunity to be able to heal wounds of the self. So any wounding you have around not being enough or being too much, or not being able to allow your light to shine, or not being able to speak your truth, or not believing in yourself, or not loving yourself, there's going to be such a gorgeous opportunity on this day to clear up those woundings and to hold yourself and say, I am enough. I do deserve everything that I want. I've got this. And this is also such a good day for really committing to what you value. So again, there's a lot of commitment this week with this triple conjunction and cazimi. And Venus is about our values. What do I deeply value? So are you living in alignment with your values? And can you, on this week where we're laying these foundations and these structures and these boundaries, can you begin to really commit to what you value? So if you value honesty, can you commit to honesty in every area of your life, including with yourself? If you value freedom, can you begin to commit to freedom and really freeing yourself, especially in all those areas of your life that you do tend to hold yourself back and shrink? So this is a day for really making a commitment to what you value, to what you want, to what you desire, and to allow it, and making a commitment to yourself. With that sun sextile in Jupiter of allowing yourself to expand and shine, how can you make a commitment to yourself of, I'm not going to shrink anymore. I'm not going to hide anymore. I'm not going to hold myself back anymore. I'm going to commit to beginning to allow myself to expand into all that I can be and really begin to make happen what I deep down know that I can make happen. And then Sunday, we get the last quarter moon in Sagittarius, and we get Venus square Uranus. So Sunday's going to continue this whole theme of the week. The last quarter moon is the part of the lunar cycle where we're really asked to let go. The full moon's illuminated for us what we need to see, what we need to know. And as the moon wanes and gets smaller, we're asked to really begin to shed and let go. What do you no longer want to take into the next lunar cycle with you? What are you really committing? There's that word again, commitment. What are you committing to letting go of? Now, the last quarter moon is Sagittarius. Sag is about freedom. So what are you going to let go of that's in the way of you being free to be all of you? Sagittarius is about the eternal wanderer. It's about knowledge. It's about wisdom. It's about exploring. It's about gaining new wisdom and exploration. So again, how can you free yourself to gather new knowledge, new information, new inspiration? Now, we will get some of this, I maybe should have mentioned, on that Mercury cazimi on Wednesday. A Mercury cazimi gives us a real opportunity to be able to gain wisdom, insight, information, inspiration. Now, this is what's called a superior cazimi that's happening this week. And this is when Mercury is the farthest away from the Earth, so on the other side of the sun. So with Mercury being on the other side of the sun, we've got this real opportunity to gather higher self-wisdom, higher self-knowledge, divine inspiration, divine insights, cosmic wisdom, otherworldly wisdom. So again, open yourself up to receiving the insights and the answers around your dreams. If you have been struggling with things, give it up to something bigger. Please help me with this. Please show me how I can make this happen. Please show me the way forwards. And so that last quarter moon in Sagittarius is going to be this beautiful opportunity that if you're struggling even to let go of anything, to say, please help me to let go of this. Please help me to release all that no longer serves me. Please help me to let go of the doubts and the fears that always hold me back. Please show me how I can release this so I can then move forwards. And with Venus square Uranus, the planet of liberation, freedom, awakening. Venus, that planet of relationship with self, our values. This is going to be a big energy of just wanting to break yourself free from everything that Virgo moon showed you, from everything that Mars square Jupiter showed you, with that friction to motivate change. There's going to be this big kind of leap for freedom here at the end of the week of, do you know what? I'm just done with this. Because very often we can sometimes make letting go of something a bigger deal than it needs to be. And if we look at nature for inspiration, the way nature, the tree lets go of a leaf, it can just be as simple as letting something go, no longer holding and gripping, of just releasing something. So there's going to be this big energy of just, I'm done with this. There's going to be no big story, no big explanation, no big anything, just brush off your hands. I'm done with this. I'm done with this. I'm moving into something new. So we've got such a powerful week this week of completion. So everything that Virgo full moon showed you that you need to change, that you need to let go of, that you need to shed, it's going to be a big week of completions, of letting go, of releasing, of feeling the motivation to make the changes. And then a big week of new beginnings, of commitment, committing to what it is that you want, committing to yourself, committing to your values, and creating very firm and deep foundations around that so we can bring our dreams into reality. So all in all, although last week might have felt tough with that Virgo moon, there's always a beautiful reason. That was the moon, the universe, your soul showing you what's in the way and saying to you, you can't ignore this anymore. You need to pay attention to this so that then you know what it's time to change, so you can move into these magical new beginnings in the following week. So completion and new beginnings this week, my loves. Enjoy this week. It's going to be such a beautiful, beautiful energy. As always, I'm sending you all of my love. And just a final little note, again, thank you for all your support on these cosmic weather reports. And if you really want to support me and say thank you when you enjoy these reports, my new book, The Goddess Path, is out in just over a week. And it would mean the world if you will pre-order it and support me in that way. And I can't wait for you all to get it in your hands. Thank you so much. I'm sending you so much love, and I'll see you all soon.